it's Betsy, and today we have a fun video. We're going to be doing our review and demo over the new Chantecaille Future Skin Cushion Foundation. So this is what the compact looks like. Isn't it beautiful? I love the elephant on here. The packaging is nice and sleek. So before we jump into everything, let's go ahead and talk about pricing. My friend Yachty over on YouTube, Yachty Beauty, did a review of this before Christmas. I saw how beautiful it looked on her skin. She knows Scott Madowitz, who works for Shantikai. So she gave me his info so I could contact him to be able to order this before it was released. Now, this retails for $128. So I purchased it through Bergdorf Goodman. So I paid $128 plus tax, so it's $138 and some change. And you're probably thinking, Betsy, you paid $138 for one little cushion compact. Well, what comes in the box is you get this compact with the cushion, and then you get an additional cushion, which is another 42 grams of product. So it's like getting two foundations in one. So this is what the packaging looks like. It has like a little press button, so when you pop it, it pops open. There is a mirror. Then there is a little spongy puff, which I never use these. I have better luck using my own tools with cushion foundations. And then the product is on the inside and it does seal nicely. So before we jump into all the claims, we're gonna post a picture of the shade range right here. Now, there are only 8 shades, but if you look at how the shade range is divided, it does encompass a lot of different skin tones and colors. So you've got your light, your medium, your tan, and your deep. And there is some technology in this foundation, so each shade does match a wide variety. So my friend Yachty, who is Hispanic, we wear the same shade. We both wear the shade nude. So that should kind of tell you how it stretches between skin tones. But I'm gonna read you some information that I printed from Chantecaille's Instagram because I wanted to make sure that I said it correctly, because, you know, sometimes I can fumble over my words. So this is from Chantecaille's Instagram. It says, introducing Future Skin Cushion Foundation. It's our latest in a lightweight water-based foundation that blurs imperfection and infuses the skin with powerful anti-aging skincare and anti-pollution benefits. Now it says shades that stretch. And it says, what makes this formula so unique is the flexibility. One shade has the versatility to work with multiple skin tones, making it foolproof to pick your shade. And it's our first foundation to support a conservation cause. Each cushion feeds an orphan baby elephant rescued by Sheldrick Wildlife Trust. So one cushion, comes with 2, feeds a baby elephant. So, and then it says it's more than makeup. There's powerful skincare blended into the formula for an immediate lift, smoother appearance, and protection from pollution. It has a network of botanical sugars, immediately lifts and smooths the appearance of wrinkles, shields pollution particles from sticking to the skin, and helps extend the wear of the foundation. And then it has BioNymph peptide, reduces the visible signs of aging from pollutants and softens the appearance of fine lines. So I do have on my eye makeup, but nothing else. Well, and I have on a lip gloss. So we're gonna be able to show you how products go over it, as well as how it blends out. So if you're wondering what I do have on my eyes, I have on the Kaleidos Futurism number 3 Astro Pink. So we're gonna start off by using the Charlotte Tilbury. This is the Hollywood Flawless Filter. I'm using this as my primer. This is the shade number 3 Light Medium. But I have used this over several different primers, the Rare Beauty, the Gucci, the Pat McGrath, and it has worked well with every primer that I've put it over. So you'll get to see that. So I'm just gonna take my sponge and blend out my not my foundation. It's not foundation time yet. But I'm gonna go ahead and blend out the primer. And I like the Hollywood Flawless filter. It gives I mean, look how dewy I look. It gives a beautiful, beautiful glow to the skin. Okay, so now it's time to dip into the foundation. So as you can see, this is what it looks like again. And the way that I have found to apply this is I take, like, this is the BK Beauty 106, which is a nice dense brush. And I dip it directly into the cushion. And I mean, as you can see, this is a really, really good shade match on me. Like, it's one of those that I don't even have to blend it down the neck, which for me, y'all, is almost impossible to find that good of a shade match. So we're gonna start off by applying it to one side of the face first so you can see what I'm talking about with what it looks like compared to my bare skin, because it is a lighter coverage foundation, but I do like how it looks on the skin. So typically what I do is I just take my foundation brush, blend it out all over. So before we go in and do the other side, you can definitely see that I have some coverage. It covers up a lot of the darkness under my eyes. I had a red spot because I had a pimple right here. It covers it. And as you can see, my skin does look more even and my pores are a lot less noticeable. You see what I mean? So they are a whole lot less noticeable. So then what I typically do is dip my sponge in as well and just kind of go over the top to build it up just a little bit more. And that's what it looks like. So as you can see, barefaced compared to makeup, it just makes your skin look better, is the best way to put it, because it doesn't look like I'm wearing like a big heavy full face of makeup, because it is a lighter coverage foundation. It's not one that I have to go and blend like all the way down my neck. I always do, so it's out of habit more than anything. But I mean, even on my forehead, which is darker than the rest of my face, it just applies so beautifully. And as you can see, and it doesn't take a whole lot. So I'm going to take again, dip my sponge in and blend it out. So even if you're wanting to do like a no makeup day, you could easily just throw a little bit of this on and protect your skin from the pollutants out there, because I live in Southeast Texas, which is refinery. So protecting my skin from pollutants is important. So that's what it looks like when it's all over the skin. Very, very pretty, very pretty. So I'm gonna take, this is the Danessa Myricks Contour Balm in the shade medium 1. I have not been able to put this down since I've gotten it. And again, I use a dense brush. This is the Airbrush foundation brush by It Cosmetics. I have a treatment on my hair, so it's like slicked back today. Not my favorite look, but you know, it is what it is. See how beautiful the Danessa Myricks Contour Balm is? It just blends out like a dream. So we just kind of tap and blend. And as you can see, it doesn't disturb the foundation underneath. And again, this is a product I have been using like non-stop since I've gotten it. And it is really good. So we just kind of blend it out. Use a little bit under my chin to thin that out because, you know, 2020 was not nice to my waistline. But yeah, so far, doesn't that look pretty? Okay, so now we're gonna apply a little bit of concealer. And I have been using the NARS. This is the Soft Matte in Custard. And I've just been using a little bit on my finger when I'm using it with this. And kind of start blending it a little bit under my eye. Kind of not too much. Out a little bit for highlight. And then I will just take my sponge and blend it out a little bit more. But I do leave what's under my eyes a little bit longer so it has a chance to warm up. I feel like it blends out better that way. But you see how nice that looks? But it's that easy. And then do the same thing over here. But yeah. So there we go for that. Now I want to apply a cream blush. This is the Rose Latte by Fenty Beauty. This is a beautiful, beautiful cream blush. And again, typically when I'm applying a cream, I like to use like a denser foundation brush. This is the Fenty Beauty. There we go. And it just blends beautifully. But yeah, I haven't had any issues with products wanting to move around underneath the foundation, which I think is important. I'm gonna grab, this is the Rare Beauty Transcend highlight. So I'm gonna take just a couple of drops. And we're just gonna take my finger and start by tapping that out. And it gives, I really like what I have from Rare Beauty. And then I'm gonna take my sponge just a little bit to soften that up because I don't wanna look too greasy. I wanna look glowy. So that's pretty much everything on. And then also when I was in touch with Scott, he was able to find me one of the Shantikai Perfecting Blur Powder. And again, I've had this a couple of days before. So as you can see, I have used quite a bit of it because there was a imprint on the center of the powder. And this is not available right now, but they are going to re-release it soon. And I just kind of go over with the big powder brush. This is the BK Beauty. What one is this? The 102. And just blend a little bit of it over. And I was nervous because I saw Teresa's dad use this quite a bit. And I was like, that powder looks phenomenal. But she's uncooked chicken. There's no way that the powder that works on her barely there color is going to work on me. I mean, it was just like, there's no way. Well, I saw Yadi use this and I was like, if she can use it, then I can use it. So now I'm gonna take just a little bit. Typically what I like to do after I put on like my powder, I'll take and re-intensify some of my bronzer. This is the Gucci bronzer in number 2. Like just add a little bit of powder over the top. I like to use both. And the Gucci bronzer is one, if not my favorite bronzer. I'm gonna take, this is the NARS Claudette blush. You hear all that noise? And just mix the two together and re-blush because Why not? And then we're gonna take the Static highlighter. This is the Big Glow Energy from Artist Couture, which is this is the collection, part from the Club Daddy collection, which is in collaboration with Big John. Or, yeah, is it Big John? I don't know. I don't know. So that is what everything's looking like. Let's go ahead and finish off our eyes, which again won't take a whole lot of anything because they're pretty much done. I'm gonna just dip into the pink. And blend a little bit under my eye. There we go. Which it's more like a magenta-y pink if I had to say, because it does pull like on the purpley side. There we go. Fix my eyebrow a little bit. Take a tiny little blush, whatever. And we're gonna go into this lavendery shade, which is in the middle. It's like a light pink. We're gonna use that as our inner corner highlight. Kaleidos has some amazing highlighters and eyeshadows. If you're in the market, that looks really, really pretty. Okay, let's apply. We're gonna use a little bit of lip. We're gonna use, this is the Fenty Cream in Mauve Wives. It's another pun. And we are pretty much through with the look. Okie dokie. Setting spray. What do you think? Okay, so this is me coming up pretty close on camera. So you can see my pores look blurred. My skin looks absolutely amazing, but it doesn't look heavy. You know what I mean? Like, you can still see imperfections and stuff through, but my skin doesn't look overly made up either. I mean, this is no filter. I do have my studio lights, but not a whole lot. But if you're in the market for a luxury foundation and you have it in your budget to spend on something like this, I love this foundation. I think it's phenomenal. I'm just in awe of how well my skin looks with it. I mean, I just can't complain. So, hopefully you like this video. If you do, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button right down below. And if you hit the new notification bell, that will notify you when I post new videos, which is typically every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday with some bonus content thrown in there. But I guess that's it, so we'll see y'all later. Bye.